Well, it's not that often you get talking to the founder of a range, and a very, very important founder who's as old as the Perfume Society, this range, when you started with Cocoon Noir. And our camera girl today is Ava, who was 6 weeks when I first met her, and thank you for helping us.
So also the same age as the Perfume Society.
I know. So we've got a whole circle, very special. But we want to talk about this range because this is relatively new. I know you've got fans and followers for Cocoon Noir.
Yes.
If you haven't tried it, it's a must. They both are a must actually. But tell us about Verdant, because when first time I smelled it, I just thought outdoors. Fresh, and my shoulders dropped.
Oh, well, that's exactly what we wanted the reaction to be.
Okay, it works.
It works, thank goodness. If Lorna says it works, it works.
It works.
So this is Verdant. This is the whole collection, and we've got body care, we've got home fragrance, and jewel in the crown, the eau de parfum here.
But do you know, there's more and more people doing things where you can layer, and this is perfect to do that because the fragrance itself is a standalone, outright brilliant smell. But when you get that the kind of layers and layers,
absolutely,
it does make a difference.
It does, and you can use this fragrance throughout your day, whether it's for you, for your home, for your car. There's something with Verdant for any time of day.
But I've got to say, you've made me break my own rules.
Really?
Yes, because I always say, I don't want to smell like my, I know you're brilliant at it, I don't want to smell like my house, but it's not that, and it's very rare that I'm aware of fragrance and fragrance my house with the same smell.
But we're not asking you to do that, the whole year through. You could use Kukui, when the nights draw in, and Verdant in the spring summer, but I do think Verdant is great in the autumn winter as well because it's so fresh, so uplifting. It makes you feel good. It's a happy fragrance. When you come down in the morning and you smell a diffuser, or spray the perfume on, just to give you that real lift.
Do you know what? I have images of myself running through grass with this. Maybe that's not a good image, by the way, but it is what it says to me about the smell.
And it's really inspired by the English countryside. We've got beautiful green notes in there. We've got some really fresh botanicals and beautiful florals as well, and a really grounding warm base. So we've got peppermint, eucalyptus, fig, which I love.
Peppermint and fig combination in here is absolutely exceptional.
It works
because
really
peppermint can be difficult, but it works on this.
Yeah, we just wanted that real burst of freshness with the eucalyptus as well. But then some really beautiful florals. So the English rose. We've got some geranium in there as well, and then the sandalwood and amber to just ground.
Because the geranium makes it sparkle too, doesn't it?
It does. We've got the citrus in there as well, some lemon.
But so you've got floral, you've got the fragrance, but you've got the ancillaries here, like bod. Tell me how you go about making, for anybody who doesn't know, how you make it different if it's a shampoo and a conditioner and if it's a body lotion.
Well, it is quite a different process because obviously, a fine fragrance is not going to work in the same way as a wash where you're putting it on the skin and then washing it off, and you want that lasting scent on the skin. But then you've got the lotion as well. But my background, because we've got the heritage, and my family have been in ingredients world for over 50 years now, and so it's very much about formulations and how those ingredients work together, how they're sourced, and we always look at those ingredients and where they come from. And so because this is our English range, we've used a borage oil which is sourced from Suffolk, actually, a farm in Suffolk, and they work with local beekeepers there, and the whole story is really beautiful and just homegrown.
I've always known you were brilliant in ingredients, and I was talking to somebody earlier today about how important it is for British perfumery, but what's really stand out for me in this is the Britishness and the countryside, and you can smell the countryside. But it's still a fine fragrance. I'm telling you, you're making me break my own rules.
And it took, it was a long time coming. This one, we wanted to get it exactly right, because it's not, to take one fragrance essentially, and for a eau de parfum, through to a fragrance for the car is
this would be great in the car, wouldn't it?
Yes, I mean, the scented
Especially if you're in the countryside, because sometimes there's smells you don't want to smell.
Exactly.
Just
We all know about that. But no, it's brilliant. The scented ceramic is a great way to try the fragrance.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can use that in the car. You can use that in the wardrobe. You know, it's great to throw in luggage.
For the knicker drawer.
Perfect for the knicker drawer.
Completely.
So it keeps everything fresh, and then you can top it up as well with the little.
But you've been very clever how you've made your ceramic in that it's actually, you know, it's in the fragrance when it arrives, and then you have your little top.
Exactly. So it is absolutely soaked in that fragrance. So when you first use it, you get this burst of fragrance. And then as it wears off, so maybe after a couple of weeks, depending on where you use it, you can just top it up, and that will last for ages.
Okay, so if I just thought, I need this in my life, where can I find you?
Well, online, you can find us in all of the Chestnut hotels across Suffolk and Norfolk now.
Now that says a lot. When you're in an exceptionally beautiful hotel, you always want to take it home. Well, you don't even need to go to the hotel. You can pretend you're there and have this all in your own bathroom. So I think this is exceptional, Amanda.
Thank you, Lorna. That means a lot.
No, I know, but I know already it's been a huge success. So I'm not the only one that
we've
thinks
had
that.
incredible feedback, but your feedback means the world. So
but you're ahead of the curve. You're ahead of the curve because a lot of people are asking for everything to matchy. Because we went through a phase where we didn't matchy, but we're liking the layering.
Yes.
So I'm just loving what you're doing with Verdant.
Thank you.
And I'll never.
Thank you.
You know, I'll never throw away my Cocoon Noir because
No,
I need it. But
that's for an evening. This is a daytime fragrance, really.
But
Cocoon Noir.
and seeing that in these hot evenings,
yes, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Which is why you've already got through a bottle.
I know. I'm showing you. But I'm rather, you know, I love wearing fragrance. So this is a beautiful range. So that's where you can find it. Look on our website. You can learn all about Connock England on our website. It's an amazing range. I think your expertise and ingredients come through in your products, and I am so thrilled that you've come this far.
Thank you,
And
Lorna.
thank you, Eva, for filming us.